admits that Latinos have not yet been fully absorbed into American life, and for this group of immigrants from places so close to the U.S., there's less pressure to choose between the cultures. And the majority of Latinos in the U.S. now were born here. We asked ABC's John Quinones to give us a sense of the changes as he was growing up.
No matter where you turn to these days, it is there, sizzling and sensuous. Latino culture. Just a few decades ago, it was all but invisible from the mainstream. But now, it's a huge part of American life.
It makes me proud to see my culture, overcome all the oppression that we were put through, back in the 60s, early 70s.
That's when I grew up. And in my old neighborhood here in San Antonio, everyone spoke mostly Spanish, including my parents. It was a tough neighborhood.
Yes, it is. It was.
Drugs?
Drugs and all that.
Gangs?
Gangs.
One of the toughest things I had to do was learn English, and I didn't start until I entered this school at 6 years old.
Language is the key factor in the process of assimilation. As people acquire English, they acquire American attitudes.
For many years, my father worked as a janitor here at my old high school, literally scrubbing these floors. As with many Hispanic students, school counselors also encouraged me to seek a life in manual labor. But I had something else in mind, journalism. It was in these same halls that I decided I would try to break the stereotype. I did so by looking beyond what was expected of the Latino community. Here at my old high school, a new generation of Latinos is finding it much easier to adapt. Do you consider yourself Mexican or American?
Mexican-American. Latina/Mexican-American. It's both equal.
Today's kids embrace two cultures, Hispanic and Anglo, and they refuse to leave either part behind.
We're not here to quote-unquote take over. We are a part of America, and that, we want our place.
The new generation of U.S. Latinos begins to take an incredible pride in being the two-in-one.
That's not to say that blending the two cultures is easy.
A lot of my own people tell me that I'm not Hispanic enough. When you go out into the world, they say, you're not American enough. And it's kind of hard it's like a double standard.
All we want is success. All we want is to be successful in life and still be true to our culture.
After all, they are changing the face of a nation with today's Latino culture helping to define America of the 21st century. John Quinones, ABC News, San Antonio.